Hi everyone, welcome. This is a relaxing yoga sequence to help you stretch out tired shoulders and back muscles and help you relax. We'll begin this one from tabletop. I'm just bringing wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll take a reach of the right arm overhead as you breathe in. As you breathe out, we'll thread the right arm under the left, resting onto the shoulder. If you can, I encourage you to bring the side of the head down, and then maybe the left arm can reach forward, stretching into the triceps and shoulders as well. Trying to surrender some weight here onto that right arm to stretch out the back of the shoulder and even into the upper back. Taking a couple more deep breaths. Let's guide the left hand back underneath your shoulder so that you can unwind, reach the right arm all the way back up to the sky. Take your breath in and lower back down to table on your exhale. Shifting to the second side, we'll lift the left arm, inhale here. Exhale, threading underneath the right. Resting onto the left shoulder. Side of the head, rest down. Take your time as you're settling in. And then maybe the right arm reaches forward, finding that extra bit of space. Really looking for the surrender, the release. Allowing the exhales to assist in softening in. And we'll bring the right hand back towards you. So you can press into it as you unwind, reach the left, take your breath in, and lower down on your exhale. We'll take the knees a little wider towards the width of the mat. Toes coming together, so sitting back into child's pose. We want the toes to touch, but not cross. Sitting the hips back, and if you can, lowering the head down. Taking a variation here by bringing the palms to touch. Maybe the elbows inch in a little closer towards the head, and then we'll bend at the elbows to reach fingertips to the sky. As you sink your hips back, you might feel this stretch through the triceps, into the shoulders, even into the sides of the body. Just breathing into whatever you experience here. If you're looking for a bit deeper of a stretch, maybe the elbows inch forward or come closer towards you, closer in towards you. Really try and soften and sink in where you can. Finding this sense of relaxation, giving the body a chance to restore and replenish. Gently, we'll start to release the hands down. And we'll shift forward to come onto our belly. So just bringing the knees back together, legs together. Coming into Sphinx pose. Taking the elbows underneath the shoulders. Forearms to parallel if that's available. Fingers spread, fingertips pressing down. And I invite you to lower the chin down towards the chest. So finding a stretch for the upper back, back of the neck, well in our Sphinx pose. So it might be a little tricky at first to really release that weight of the head. So just let yourself get there little by little. With each exhale, maybe noticing a little more space coming through. Maybe closing the eyes, really focusing on this release. You might take a few moments to explore a really gentle shift of the head, a little bit of a sway, side to side. Just noticing, taking your time, moving with care. Settling back into center, finding a lift of the chin, looking forward. And then we'll use the hands under the shoulders to press back into seated. Just coming to sit about center on your mat and taking any comfortable seat. So you might sit with legs crossed, maybe one ankle in front of the other, or maybe you're more comfortable with the legs a little more extended. Just bringing the hands down beside you, we'll start to lower the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Trying to keep everything level so we're not looking down here, still having gaze forward, even if eyes are closed. Feeling this through the left side of the neck, into the shoulder. Maybe finding a bit of a press of the left fingertips down towards your mat. Taking a few more breaths, you might add a really gentle touch of the right hand onto the left side of the head, just above the ear, not forcing anything, but just gently touching to encourage that space to flow in. Keeping your breath steady. Two more deep breaths here. And then gently releasing the right hand if you did place it, and take your time to lift back up to center. Just taking a moment as you arrive there. And then we'll extend the right leg out to the side, coming out on about 45 degrees. Left foot to the right inner thigh. Take the right hand behind the hip to find a little length, and take the left hand to reach across the right leg. So it doesn't matter where you land, we just want to look for that reach across, whether that's to the outer thigh, calf, ankle, or foot. Looking for this bit of reach to get into the low back, especially on the left side. So as you find that shape, invite yourself to sink in, looking for the stretch, finding space to the back of the leg, to the hip, and to the back. Take a couple more deep breaths here. Maybe you're exploring a little more space, finding a new reach. And on an inhale, we'll start to release back through seated. Bring yourself up into neutral spine. And just exhaling as you arrive. Come back to sit in whatever cross-legged shape is most comfortable for you. To stretch out the neck on the second side. Hands just releasing down beside, and we'll start to take the left ear down to the left shoulder. So again, just taking some time as you start to find this space. maybe finding that press of the right fingertips down. Energetically pressing to find space into the neck, the shoulder. Sending the breath here. Staying for a few more cycles of breath, maybe adding that touch of the left hand just above the right ear. Just a gentle touch to remind yourself down, never to force. Working into the space that's already there and that can be there. Gently releasing the left hand off the head. And inhale to lift back up into center. Just taking a moment as you arrive, allowing that sensation to settle. Coming to the second side of the legs, reaching the left leg out about 45 degrees. Right foot to the left inner thigh. Starting to turn towards the left leg. Left hand coming down behind you, beside the hip, as the right arm reaches across. Again, whether that's the outer thigh, calf, ankle, or foot is not important. We're looking for this stretch across the low back on the right side as you find the reach into your fold. Taking some steady breaths to help you sink in, to help you find the shape that serves you best today. Remembering that it can change each time we're here. Taking a few more deep breaths, maybe shifting your grip or finding a little more space as you sink in. Gently we'll start to release, walking back up into seated on your inhale. And just arriving on your exhale. Good. We'll come just to shift a little bit forward on the mat so that you have some space behind you to roll down onto your back. Guiding knees into chest for a moment, squeezing arms around the legs. We'll take a really tight squeeze, so wrapping even more if you can. Reaching the hands to the elbows, lifting the forehead up to the knees. Take a breath in, squeeze everything tight. And releasing down, exhaling into Shavasana. Taking the legs wide, feet off the mat, arms open out to the sides with the palms facing up. Take a slight tuck of the shoulder blades, keeping the chest open, letting yourself sink in to rest. Restoring the body, replenishing your energy. We'll take time here to just be still, to soak it in. And I'll let you know when it's time to guide your awareness back. Starting to take in some deeper breaths. Gently wiggling into the fingers and the toes. Circling wrists and ankles. Stretching the body out, maybe coming into a full stretch, reaching feet together, arms together overhead, pressing the hands away from you as you interlace the fingers. Breathe in. And breathe out to soften. Relax, draw the knees in towards the chest. Gently roll your way up into seated. Just coming into any comfortable seat. Resting the hands on the legs, gently closing the eyes. Thanking yourself for taking the time to help stretch out your body, to help relax and feel good. I hope that this yoga practice can help you feel this sense of relaxation and restoration. Thank you so much for taking the time. Namaste.